Stately Old Central, the oldest building on the Oklahoma A&M campus at Stillwater, once again witnesses the annual Farm and Home Conference. The farm homemakers come from every section of the state to gain fresh knowledge which they will put into practical use on their own farms and in their homes upon their return. A welcome sight upon their arrival in Stillwater was the place they were to call home for the next 3 days. In this instance, home is the new women's dormitory on the A&M campus, open for occupancy for the first time this fall. After riding a bus for 200 miles, the ladies are more than ready for a change of scenery. An estimated 2,000 farm women representing every county in Oklahoma register for the conference. The program is set up in order to accommodate at least one delegate from each county in each discussion session. The conference program, built around the theme Today's Home Builds Tomorrow's World, includes outstanding speakers in the fields of education, legislation, science, rural home life management, medicine, music, and home demonstration. The first thing a person does is find out what's going to happen. A complete schedule of activities was carried in this special edition of the Daily O-Collegian student newspaper published on the campus. From the experience of past years, it's known that Mom often finds it impossible to get away from home without taking the children. That problem has been solved by establishing a nursery where the children can play under supervision while the mothers attend the conference sessions, which usually consume most of the day. There's no chance for Johnny or Sally to get into mischief here. Not only are the children cared for during playtime, but when it's time to eat, they're also amply provided for. Starting out with orange juice, the kiddies are treated to well-balanced between-meal snacks designed especially for their hearty appetites. This part of the conference is conducted under the supervision of the Home Economics Department of Oklahoma A&M and demonstrates to the mothers some of the practical training their daughters get when they attend the school as students. Now for a glimpse at one of the demonstrations. Everyone likes flowers, but there's a right and a wrong way to arrange them if they are to be shown off to the best advantage. Harry Reichman, Stillwater florist, demonstrates various flower arrangements, bringing out the fact that flowers can be used not only for decoration, but to express personality and friendship as well. Hundreds of farm women leave the auditorium after one of the inspirational lectures and demonstrations. As they come from this meeting, they discuss with each other some of the new things they have just observed and speculate on ideas they are going to put to use in their own homes all over the state of Oklahoma. As they walk down the steps, they take time to greet old friends or to meet new ones. Dean Oliver Wilhelm of the School of Agriculture discusses modern farming methods in Oklahoma with David R. Noble from Great Britain, one of the many interesting speakers at the conference. Landscaping on the campus of Oklahoma A&M College, farm homemakers observe, is well planned and carefully executed. Beauty of symmetry and color harmony are the key themes in this green-leafed arrangement of flowers, grass, and trees. Soft carpets of grass are offset by huge beds of scarlet geranium, and someday this campus will be known by the southern atmosphere created by magnolia trees that will line the crosswalks and further enhance the beauty of an already charming atmosphere. Ideas observed here will be carried back to beautify many farm homes. The atmosphere of the conference is not a hurried one. Time is allowed between meetings to talk over the lectures and relax a little. And there is nothing like letting your hair down for relaxation as the farm women imitate their freshman daughters and do a bit of clowning to loosen tense nerves resulting from excitement and trying to cram the brain too full of new information. For many of these farm women, this is their only vacation, and so rest and time for visiting is an important phase of this get-together. Here in the spacious lounge of the new women's dormitory, they create their own siesta and relax and rest. Some of these women see each other only once each year, and that's during Farm and Home Conference. It's no wonder they look forward to this annual meeting with delightful anticipation. Could be those dogs are a little weary, too, from trekking across the campus from dorm to auditorium to classroom. At least these moms are learning something about the amount of walking their college sons and daughters have to do all winter. In addition to discussion and lectures, there are exhibits which vividly show the many improvements that can be made in farm life. This one on better housing is in Quonset 20. It's made up largely of panels, pictures, and models showing how the Jones family plans and builds its farm home step by step. The exhibits present various ideas on farm housing, such as the development of plans, selecting the building site, methods of construction, wiring, and plumbing. and goes into such details as adequate storage, painting, and decoration in home grounds improvement. Along with all the other training and new information, the ladies received at this conference, the health angle was not overlooked, and trailers looking like miniature hospitals were parked in front of the extension building. To aid in the fight against TB, anyone over 14 years of age was invited to have a free X-ray of his or her chest. And while she was at it, someone shoved her into another trailer where a few drops of her blood were obtained for a test. Although reports on the chest X-ray were to be expected in 2 weeks, no news was good news on the blood test. Child health is also an important subject of the conference. Here, Mother has a chance to learn the importance of proper dental care in relation to the future well-being of her children. Meanwhile, little Johnny's teeth are sprayed with a new fluoride solution, which does so much in the prevention of future decay. Of course, a farm and home conference wouldn't be complete without the flying farmers, and 200 strong they landed Searcy Field north of Stillwater. More than 90 planes, most of them light 2- and 4-place jobs, made the flight to the spot where the Flying Farmers Organization was born 4 years ago. This enthusiastic group doesn't need an excuse to get together, but Farm and Home Conference provided a good one. While they line up for registration under the supervision of Executive Secretary Herb Graham, the others find time for a little hangar flying and inspection of some of the latest model sky buggies. After a breakfast served by A&M's renowned chef Clay Potts, they settle down to a business meeting and election of officers. Here are the visiting farm radio directors, Sandy Saunders from WKY, Sam Schneider and Marshall Smith from KVOO. Now is as good a time as any to give credit to these hard-working radio farm reporters for the excellent coverage they always give in connection with agricultural events throughout the country. One of the reasons you hear so much about Oklahoma A&M College and the Agricultural Extension Service is due to the fact that they are constantly carrying on a program of interest to the public. Recently, they rigged up a portable press office with complete darkroom facilities to speed up the rate of processing the news. Raymond Martin, associate editor of the Farmer Stockman, gets the latest developments on Farm Home Conference from David Riker, assistant extension editor. Lee Stevens, extension visual aid specialist, is a mighty handy man to have around when there's a job of picture taking to be done. Ed Lemons, extension editor, tells Stevens, "You shoot 'em, and I'll write the story." A new feature which caught the eye of many a farm homemaker at this conference is the model demonstration home under construction on the campus. It is the first of a series of dwellings to be completed to serve as a home management house for the School of Home Economics. Many new ideas are incorporated in the design and construction of this model home, which appeal to farm families interested in building and remodeling. Although it wasn't part of their conference, the ladies couldn't help but notice the rapid progress being made in A&M's expansion program. The new Student Union building is growing by leaps and bounds. Last year, the ladies witnessed the groundbreaking ceremonies for the new men's residence hall now being rushed to completion. Located on the northeast corner of the campus, it will accommodate 1,100 residents. These and other buildings represent an investment of millions of dollars, a stirring example of Oklahoma's faith in her future, her youth.